was broken. Fuck all of these bitches, I can't trust no woman. Unless you my mama, all you bitches broke me to the core. Even my best friend don't check up on me, but lying telling me that she
kind of already sort of started, but like I was like, you know, at this point, nah, we're just gonna record because we won't shut up at this point. So this is gonna be a doozy. We're gonna have a lot. I definitely will timestamp on this one, but we got Mar here, Mar7. What's up, Mar? And don't worry, it'll be better. So the first one's gonna be as Vile. What do you call it again? At the beginning, you call it complimentary.
Complimentary time.
Yeah, we got Vile, and of course we got guest again, Creepy Linton. Say hi, everybody.
It's the detective.
Man, first of all, what have you been detecting, man? Because this entire time, you detected what the fuck's been going on the internet. I should be asking you, have you been doing detective work on Game Freak and how crazy this shit is?
The only thing I know is that Greatest Gamer is a
mega faggot.
But other than that, let me tell you what I've been noticing about that Dragon Ball Z. No, what I heard seen is that new Dragon Ball Z is pretty hard for people. That's what the only thing I'd be detecting.
Oh, you know what? We should lead that into how fighting games are hard, so we'll save that for later for sure.
Right. But I just want to
know when he gets home.
there.
Like I said, for now, it's like I said, bunch of stuff, whatever. Then when Mar gets home, we can get into like the actual topics, like why fighting games are harder. We'll get into DBZ, where our thoughts so far, and what else? I mean, what are the topics we can get out the way for sure that are our main topics for now? We'll slightly talk on Asmongold. That one's like not so much.
All right, but the one that Mar just mentioned, I have not detected. I'm sorry, Mar.
The Pokemon thing. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When I didn't care. I only see because people kept talking about the leaks, and I was like, I'm not that surprised that Game Freaks is full of a bunch of weirdos and furries. So that's all.
One of them. Bro, we saw one of their deaths. He unironically has fucking Lopunny ass framed on one of their desks.
You know why I didn't detect that? Because I don't want that to be in my search history when the IP guy goes through it. Alright, that's crazy.
If they cared that much, they would have had better security.
No, that's really crazy.
Like they're gonna sue people into oblivion, but they don't care enough to have good security.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Game Freak and Nintendo are not inherently the same kind of thing, right?
Freak is in the damn names.
Oh my god! All I know is I
was gonna say, to be fair, I mean, even though we all consider Nintendo and Game Freak like, child friendly and all this other stuff, we do have to remember that both Disney and Warner Bros. Actually have an entire vault full of porn that were created by their own artists.
Yep.
I mean, that's just a cycle. Every artist eventually goes heavy into porn. That's just the artist cycle.
Hey guys, we're gonna Rule 34 this because we already know the rest of the world will. So at least we'll do a better job, but keep it to ourselves and never release it to anywhere. So here you go, guys. Have fun. That's literally what. If you really want to see some real R34, actually work for Disney or Warner Bros. You actually might end up seeing some wild shit.
Yeah, to be fair, when Walt Disney was a part of it, he was actively completely against it. To the point where he segregated his male and female workers.
Interesting, I didn't know.
Yep. Yeah, no, he was a complete dickhead.
Yeah, no, that I knew.
That's why he died. Anyway.
I mean, like I said, I just don't. I mean, I'll make a video. I just don't give a shit about Pokemon. We already said it once. I'll say it again. It's so ubiquitous, more of a product than a game. That if a girl can sit here, in Japan, where their panties are sacred or some bullshit, and they're all looking at my Psyduck underwear, it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't show this, like, because it's Pokemon. Like, nobody cares. It's everywhere. Like the amount of normies and random bitch. You can be a prostitute and she'll have like a Pikachu shirt on her big ass titties. That's where the money is, bro. It's the Pikachu titty shirts. Yeah, not even the game.
I don't want the monies to start becoming into some fairy seal. Okay, man. I'm not dealing with that.
Whatever.
I don't want that shit to be normalized.
Oh no, I agree. No, I'm with you on that one. Like I think, like
I ended up making a fan theory because I was talking with some people about this new lore that got dropped about Pokemon. I ended up saying, well, this explains where all the parents ended up going and all the adults, because apparently all the kids are going around trying to befriend all of their Pokemon and that. Meanwhile, the people who already hit puberty and been living really long, prosperous lives are trying to fuck all the Pokemon.
Oh my goodness, that is a crazy lore.
I could imagine there's a character within the Pokemon universe who genuinely wants to stick his dick in a Deoxys.
Oh hell no.
I just assumed that they were too busy during a 9 to 5. I didn't want to think about all of that. You know what I mean?
I mean, let's be real. Like anyone trying to think too hard about kids anime or game lore is like, all right, bro, chill. It's like, oh man, just, looking too hard. It's like, bro, they're underwater. It's already stupid. Like, chill. I'll never understand
to know
people who think too
stories,
hard.
man. It's like Eddie. All right.
See, okay. How about this? This is why. See, because the modern person is more big brain than the ancestors before. See, they were like, okay, they're not gonna say, oh, let me think about the Flistos. Why do you use their feet, right? Whereas in our generation, we like to think. That's why when my lore for my game, I do think that where you can actually break down. Now people say, oh, who would win in a fight? And even Stanley, he's from that generation. He says, whoever wins is whoever the writer wants to win. That's the mindset that those old people have. They don't think of it as hardcore as like Warhammer fans, right? Where my shit, there might be characters that will never interact with each other, but I give you enough information and lore that you can theoretically be like, oh, rip off this character can actually, and you'd be accurate. And I would be there, like I'd be in the comments like, no, this is correct. This is how it would turn out, because I actually care about details like that, because my shit is, that's called being grounded. Like, you know, it's two types of story. Do you care about being really close and accurate, or do you just simply want to tell a story? And most people, even if there's a story, right, that's what matters more. So there's a good example, like Final Fantasy, right? The reason it's big is because the characters. Number one is your character design, characters, does it appeal, whatever, right? Then when they get super invested, then they overthink the lore, when that's something they never didn't put as much attention to detail, right? Like, good example, in Warhammer, my favorite scene, why I like it, why it's built different. If you've ever welded before, which most don't, you know that you need a welding mask because of the fact that shit's so fucking bright that you will go blind if you look at it. So in Warhammer, in a cutscene, what they do is they're welding something, and the dude's looking away while he's holding it, while the other dude has the welding mask. And I was like, see, those little attention to details is what keeps you grounded. That's how you know that writer knows his shit. And too many people, and the thing is, especially creative, and trust me, I'm in a Discord with a bunch of creative types, they don't know shit like this, and that's not important. That's not important to the bigger picture. So I hate when people try to do lore for shit, when the people, again, that's why I like... Again, stop trying to think like, you know, classical music, like, oh yeah, it's a little and then the motherfucker thinking is here with crayons in his mouth watching furry porn. Like, no, you gotta think. So in my story, I want you guys to criticize me because I need experts, people who do, again, Iron Mouse hates watching House because she actually goes through medical stuff, like misconception when they give you that gas tank. Those things don't last more than an hour of oxygen. And that's the thing that we owe it. This is the problem with old head creators. You guys need to realize your time has come. We owe it to people who are in this industry, whether they're professional welders, doctors, gamers. Like, how many times I get annoyed as a tech dude when you see someone literally say, oh, here's a hard drive, and it was literally a brick. And it's like, what? You know, see, if we're going to nitpick stuff for being wrong that the average person can get wrong, we need to also nitpick things. Like, see, that's one of the reasons I don't like KOF. The choreography's garbage. Like, Vile, if I sat here and slapped you left, right, and did like a little bitch knee, you look at me and be like, this isn't a super move. You would just punch me right in the gut. I'd be like, oh. And that's why KOF say cinematics are garbage, because that's not how real fights work. Meanwhile, Tekken and Street Fighter are like, so this right hook is called the gut punch. You know, and it's properly done and everything. It's like, damn. Where you have a professional boxer even saying like, man, no, Kazuya's animations, they're good. Oh, Claudio's, very good. You know? And instead you have dumbasses, oh, Claudio's moves aren't realistic. Dude, an actual professional Olympic athlete boxer is like, you know what? Claudio's got hands. Like, you know, I want to appease people like that, not the average dumbass who, you know, I just don't like that. Like, to me, if you're overthinking lore for games or any type of media that is mediocre, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not put too much thought in Pokemon. Do not put anything rated E. No, stop. Anything rated T, maybe. And if it's rated M, it's like, all right, cool. Is it at the level of Warhammer? Is it like a novel? And the thing is, most people don't fucking read. Like, right now, I was in a lot of, like I said, one of those creative types, and they actually recommended me a book, and I've never fucking heard of it, right? Because most people don't fucking read. They just want to watch something brain dead and shit. And I liked it because they said they have dragons, but they scientifically explain it. How many shows or anime or manga have dragons that are scientifically or anatomically correct? Heck, I saw a video one time and they said, oh, which dragons are anatomically correct? How would they actually work in the real world? Like, because you have to think about, like, big example, in Star Trek, they slacked in them film. Because there's a giant creature. Giant creatures would not go after us because why would I waste all this energy to eat something that fucking small? They would most likely ignore us. Good example. Sharks don't give a shit about us for the most part, also we're not a part of their course. That's why Monster Hunter is such a good series, because it pays attention to actual biology. Meanwhile, most shows, oh, we're gonna have a big monster in Antarctica because that's why. Like, no, that's stupid. That's how you know it's just movie bullshit. You know? So to me, it's like, stop trying to have Monster Hunter world levels of like, oh, overthinking. It's like, dude, it's Pokemon is just someone looked at a trash can and said, I'm gonna call it Gabbage, and then we're gonna make it go Gabbage, Gabbage. It's like, no, it's just someone looked at something and said, man, I got a good idea. Don't say it's about Pokemon. Like, it's your dumbass. And on top of that, Pokemon is the most mediocre turn-based RPG series of all time. Why don't you go play SMT or Persona, where one has some of the greatest personal storytelling of all time that it changed my life, and the other one has lore so good that you get to learn about other motherfucking religions, and it's actually accurate. Oh, you're facing the god of war. Who would have thought that physical things don't do any damage to him? Oh, is that like the mistress of magic? Oh, magic attacks don't do anything. Oh my god, crazy wild shit, dog. Holy fuck, we're learning about other religions and shit instead of the Pokemon lore needs to be. Sorry if I'm going off on that, right? I hate people who try to go off on lore for shit that's like the writing is mediocre. Fuck
so
off.
wait. So I'm trying to get the lore of this. Do you or do you not want to know?
I don't care because it's stupid. People are over it. You get what I'm saying? No, it's a good example. When you know how they say some people who get too artsy, they're like, oh, the wind, the drapes like the color represents this, that, and the wave represents her virginity, and then someone's like, dude, they're just drapes. You know, people overthinking about the simplest shit. Like, homie, it's Pokemon. This is literally meant to be sold to kids. There is nothing deeper than that, dog. Literally.
I just want to know. That's all I want to know. And
at the end of the day, this is definitely a call to all you people. Like, no, you guys are low key just bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like the kind of morons who do 1 + 2 and then think they're as sophisticated as motherfuckers who do like algebra and shit. When there's motherfuckers doing multiple, you know what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers want to think they're high class. It's like, dude, no, you're just mediocre, bro. Please shut the fuck up. It's so crazy. And the thing is, dude, that's why like people who read books and literature, why do you think they make fun of them? Why do you think people don't take video games seriously? Because you have morons like this who are like, oh, come to like look. Well, actually, Call of Duty has fine story and it's actually deeper than Pokemon for the most part. I mean, it makes sense. Why? Because it's rated M. Oh, who would have thought? Ratings make a fucking difference. But even then, and it's the funny thing, Call of Duty players are more mature than fucking Nintendo players because they'll be like, yeah, it's like a B+ movie. Like, yeah, there are things that are real and whatever, but they most are, oh, it's meant to entertain you. Call of Duty story for the most part will entertain you. Is there a deep meaning here and there? Sure, it's sprinkled in there, but that's not the entire point of COD. The entire point of COD is to be a giant Michael Bay film. Michael Bay film. Michael Bay film. I don't know why I couldn't say that for once. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that COD players could be more honest about what their media is about. And be like, oh, you know the thing with the numbers? Like, you know, that was kind of deep. And then you go, okay, that's kind of stupid, right? Even though the numbers, Mason, it's a meme that, oh, it's kind of stupid. But they're like, oh, we get that that's the theme of the Cold War and that was a scary time. Like, my favorite segment, I always say the deepest segment, we can all agree, was the Vietnam section. That shit was legit. Like, I remember I actually stood there when there was the scene when all the Vietnamese came, and I sat there and I stared and I was like, holy fuck, this actually fucking happened. Like, that genuinely, that's a mature fucking moment. A genuinely mature moment, and you won't see that in no Pokemon because it's all fake. There's nothing really, because again, it's just here for fun. There's no deeper thinking. No one's trying to actually fuck Pokemon. None of it really makes sense. The economics, like, they don't think about, oh, how would it be to transport this and that? How would it be to feed? You know, like, there's none of that goes into, like, there's a big Pokemon, Ash goes in adventure, and booga booga boo, right? Like, there is no deeper meaning. Whereas in Vietnam, we're sitting here and actually watching people put their lives down, you know, and we can live privileged lives because of this shit that actually happened. And they even did such a good job of portraying that in one of the cutscenes, they have fucking goddamn Woods try to shoot an M16 and it jams because M16s were notoriously fucking bad at the start of the war. That actual soldiers ended up picking on enemy AKs, and that's the kind of attention to detail that's mature and sophisticated. You're not seeing that shit in all these other IPs, and that's what makes me so upset. That's why in my shit, a lot of it's historical fiction. I'm tired of people learning made-up bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go in a job interview, no one's gonna be impressed with your gay-ass Pokemon lore. But if you sat here and talk that fact I said, you know, a legit corporate businessman, dude, big dude or something, he'd be like, man, this guy's smart. They'll look at you and be like, he's smart, he's sophisticated. No, that's impressive. No one's impressed with your made-up bullshit convoluted lore. Or, oh no, Nier Automata's actually deep. And then your boss, they say, looks at Nier like, what the fuck is this horny bullshit? You know, and COD, okay, they could be like, whatever, but then you show the scene, they're like, you know what, damn, they can say like, damn, that's real shit. You know, my father served in Vietnam. Oh, look at that, bro, crazy. To me, it's just like, come on, bro. You want to act like you're deep? How about you get into actual media that's sophisticated and for fucking adults, not shit meant for fucking kids, bro. And not that kids things can't have meaning. You know, I think that's absolutely. I'm not gonna like. First of all, I fucking love Kirby. You know, and there are actual themes and kids things that can apply to even adults. Like, you know, like I'm not saying that there can't be meaning, but when it comes to like trying to be like death or like, oh, like no, fuck off, dude. Like, actually, all of you, please fuck off, dude. It's so annoying when people try so hard for lore and to try to make something seem it's deeper than it is. Like, homie, it's a dude with a sword who goes, yeah! Like, it's not that deep, bro. Chill.
And we got another guest here. What's up, J-Stars? How you doing?
Yo.
Quick question. Can we ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think the Pokemon parents do when the kids is out catching Pokemon?
What do I think the Pokemon's parents do?
Yeah, like, do you think they're doing a 9 to 5, or you think they're doing other things?
No, they do everything. They do the exact same shit that they do in every single fucking Pokemon expansion. They appear for like the beginning of the Let's Play, and then they despawn. I'm not talking Batman. I'm talking like Thanos reduced to atoms. Like, they never fucking existed until you walk back into that house and be like, oh yeah, I forgot I could change my appearance in my bedroom. And your mom like, yo, what's up?
No.
Like,
Thank you.
I feel like they gotta be fucking up professors, because how else will you get those connections?
Okay. Yeah, but then again, in other forms of media, like for example, Call of Duty, there's also like it's not fully historically accurate, right? Like, you don't just kill 30 soldiers and then call in the president like, yo, nuke this motherfucker. Like, you don't just drop a nuke in like the middle of the match because he dropped 30 soldiers. And by the way, everyone dies. There's no more war. Like, literally, I don't know if you played Black Ops 6 beta. There's literally been clips of people dropping 30 bombs, grabbing the nuke. Everybody fucking dies. Like there's none of this. No, there is no victory. It's just over. And we did that to Japan twice.
Damn.
Not only to make a statement, but to send a message. The message was the second one. The statement was the first one.
And they listened the second time, for sure.
And then guess what happened in Japan? They made Pokemon. Pokemon, Hello Kitty, Vocaloid.
Dude, I forgot
literally
Hello
every
Kitty.
single thing. Look, literally every single thing to remind them that war is very ugly. And yes, as Americans, we also believe that war is very ugly, but we also believe in capitalism. So it's a very, very like no, believe me.
No. I mean, look at war movies. Don't war movies make you like sort of want to go out there?
No. Only the propaganda war movies. Real war movies that shows people dying and kids being sent off to their deaths.
Yeah, they make
because
you know.
somebody told you to infiltrate a trap. Like Vietnam, for example. Nobody looks at Vietnam and be like, hell yeah, my nigga, let's run it back. No, nigga, we
let's run it back.
We got our asses handed to us by a bunch of booby traps and Scooby-Doo fucking mechanics, bro. Ain't no way.
I don't really want to.
You're telling me that, oh yeah, like, oh, this is I want to sign up to the army. No. Imagine you walk up to the battlefield and half of them niggas got stands. You can't even see them bitches. You don't even know what they got.
Let me rewind the bit real quick. Hey, we got a new guest here. We got Honorable
Yeah,
Hunter. So, Honorable Hunter, can I ask you a quick question?
Oh my god.
What's the quick question?
Wait, what do you think the parents do in Pokemon when
they start fucking? They start fucking when I break out the baby oil.
Oh my god, no, not the P. Diddy.
You already know what the plan is, bro. You already know what the plan is.
So here's the context for
them, and then you go to town on them.
Oh my.
It's really a 1, 2, 3 finish.
See,
he's been there. He's done it. He's done it before.
No.
When did you meet P. Diddy? Let us know. He got his number.
Thank you, good. You missed the huge rant. You'll get to watch it when we put it back. But the reason we even talked about it is because we talked about Game Freak leaks, and okay, that I'm not surprised that they're a bunch of furries, this and that. And then they just brought up, Lord, just made me go on this rant about how I hate how people try to make kids or certain IPs and all that. And like I said, you'll see it later. Honorable J caught the other half of it, and he went off more supporting my whole thing. Thank you very much, by the way.
I saw a great meme that was like, looks into Game Freaks, opened it, bunch of freaks.
And like I said, I just don't care. Like, to me, it's like, please, can we, like I don't want to say this enough to people who still unironically, like, it's okay if you like whatever, but please treat it like how the rest of 99% of gamers do. We don't really care, it's there, whatever, but play a real turn-based game. Play either Persona, preferably one of the other ones, but if you're a real motherfucker, play SMT. Please, to me as a gamer, I just adore people. Please play better fucking games. Please.
It's the hardest thing to say.
I'm sorry, bro. Maybe I'm crying, but
remember what we were talking about? Name 5 good games. Name 100 bad games. Bad.
Exactly. And then there was someone that was on our side, oh, there's more good games than there are bad. Like, what copium are you fucking smoking? And like, shut up. And like, no. And I say this statement is true. I play more games in one day than most people will their entire life. I'm gonna have to ask you to please shut up. I'm so sick of people's shitty opinions, bro. I'm gonna lose my
I
fucking
thought my
mind.
opinion was pretty good, but okay.
You're fine. You're not. Well, this is geared
Nah,
towards
it's
you. By the
kidding.
way, shoutouts to Mar, or no, my bad, Vile, to cheating the shit out of someone in my comments who was
Yo,
being
yo, I
stupid.
forgot about that. That dude was dumb as hell, dude. I wish, yo, let me throw him
Are
in
you
a boxing
feeling like
match,
you're with-
man. That like when I read that comment, I'm like, ain't no way this guy's being for real, dude. You were just
But-
comparing.
Now you gotta tell me context behind that.
Okay. So the
Well,
video.
it's really simple. The dude was stupid.
So the video was about the cinematics. I was comparing the old DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi with the new one, and the video was titled the cinematics are already a bad sign, and it was me comparing, and objectively you could see how the older ones were better, and I even said okay, there's it's a video breakdown about by the way, you guys check it out, and someone's there like, oh, he's already being nitpick, and like, oh, you should play the game first, like, dude, and fucking Vile, then you go, so there you go, that's the context. Vile, you can take the
Yeah,
rest
so
of it.
I call him a freaking bozo because if you read the title, it's not that hard to know that he's not comparing the actual game itself. He was just saying the cinematics was not giving a good energy. That's all it generally was.
Right.
Cinematic was not giving good energy for the game. And then I'm predicting if the game is good, you're going to obviously upload a different video saying, oh, wow, the cinematic did not do justice for this game, you know? Just a little, context clue,
Right, thank you. And on top of that, to me, calling it a nitpick is very fucking stupid. Because they had one thing I mentioned that is a genuine thing is they're too long. Like, there's only so many times you get a long fight, and you're gonna get annoyed or bored. Like, no, I need things over like right there and then. And by the way, I was right. It does get too long, and it does get boring, and it doesn't feel that good when you land some of the supers. So my predictions were on point too. So to call it a nitpick is very fucking stupid. But that's not a representation of the game because I even said, oh, whatever, I'll do a further read, which I'm gonna do with Mar way later. But yeah, that's the context. Someone really sat there and said some stupid shit. Which is the daily. Like, at this point, it's just daily. At this point, like whatever. To me, I don't care about comments. I hate people saying stupid shit. And it's honest, good people, bro. Like, you know they could be better gamers. Like, to me, you could be better gamers. Don't play booty water Pokemon. Play SMT. Don't play the booty water reimaginings of any of them. Go play the OG.
Play Re-Fantasio.
We'll talk about that game once we talk about Dragon Ball.
Before you throw a hate comment, read the title.
Yeah, or
What's the
just
title?
Dragon Ball
funny.
Budokai Tenkaichi cinematics are looking concerning, something like that.
I got it right here. DBC Fighter Cinematics already has me concerned. You got 4 likes and you got 5 comments. And the comment we are talking about is the very first one, actually, which is kind of crazy. Here was the first comment to post saying, game just dropped and you're already nitpicking without in capitalized, that's why I said that loudly, playing it. And then that's when I said, concern doesn't mean it's bad, bozo. Just saying that's enough, saying what the energy of the cinematics gave. Otherwise, the title would have been DBZ gameplay review, which I was obviously not titled that way.
Right. Dude, that was funny. I literally was dying. But yeah, there you go. That's a funny thing. But you guys, anything else about Pokemon? Because I really want to move on, dude.
Well, I was just gonna say about like the whole read the title thing. It's really funny. This dude has a diabolical laugh. Oh my
And I love it. I mean, mine's is better.
Yo, I'm gonna clip that,
bro.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna hit him with that Blackbeard.
Anyways, carry on, honorable. Carry on.
I was gonna say just like it's funny how what is it? When stupid people like just only read the headlines of like articles is like turned into that way, but it's like reverse because it's talking. The headlines talk about the cutscenes have an issue, and then he misread that as the game has issues.
Right.
So it's like the reverse effect. It's like they only read the headline, but just like if you're gonna read the headline and then not make the correct argument, how stupid are you then?
Exactly. Well, hold on. Well, retardation is a deficiency, but stupidity is not a right.
Thank you.
I would stand by that.
Yeah, but like I said, Game Freak's a bunch of weirdos freaks. I don't care for the leak. I'm surprised they didn't even care. I mean, especially with the bigger issue is Pal World being sued, and their lawsuit is.
Dude, they're
such
not
a
gonna win, bro.
Wait,
No,
are
they're
they
not.
still being? I thought that was dropped.
They're gonna win that.
No.
They
recently were suing, but it's like, bro, you are way too fucking late. They've already established themselves.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? They literally made up a bullshit ass copyright that's saying that only we're allowed to have
It's
a
infringement. So it's like,
So
okay,
the thing
cool,
is,
Nintendo.
if they-
Cool move, Nintendo.
if they can sue Power World, that means you get other companies like Ubisoft can sue fucking Nintendo for stealing their
Exactly.
mechanics,
True. Yeah.
Like the Sheikah Towers being a direct ripoff of the connecting the
Ubisoft.
towers in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Far Cry. Yeah, no, he's right. So if Nintendo does it, it could backfire, which it should. I mean, it's not gonna go through though. Hopefully.
If
I
it
mean, was
somehow
there
does,
anything
it'll
else?
backfire against them way more.
Yeah, yeah. Regardless, so we're good with Pokepans because I
So,
want. Yeah,
All I'm
yeah.
gonna say about Pokemon is just get into Digimon.
Yeah, there you go. Get into it. There you go. Mar has picture Digimon, so it works out.
But I'm repping
Regardless,
Banksy Stingmon right now.
what you got for us, Mar? I feel like you wanna post our next topic.
all right. Oh no. I kind of want to touch base on this whole Pokemon thing since you ended up going on like a
Fair
35
enough.
hour rant.
I did, but that was about lore. That was Pokemon. Just I hate. Like I said, I'm done with that.
All right.
Carry on.
I got one that's interesting. The
Oh,
overwhelming,
go.
the overwhelming surplus of fucking isekai anime and manga.
You know what?
Content
And how
in
shit
general.
they are.
I was literally thinking about that, but I'll let Mar finish first. Let Mar finish first.
You go for it. You go for it.
Oh my lordy, that's gonna be an interesting one. But going back on the Pokemon thing, since it seems like I'm the quintessential Pokemon fan here in this entire group, I will say that when it comes to this giant ass league, probably the most interesting things, at least for me, on the league, were the ideas of what they're going to be doing with the franchise moving forward. One of the things that they ended up bringing up was like one Netflix live action adaptation of Pokemon, starting with the first 150 Pokemon. The first season is supposed to be 8 episodes, and it's supposed to come out, I believe they said 2026. Which I actually find very surprising because I believe that will be the 3rd year anniversary of Pokemon. Secondly, they ended up touching base on the generation of their Pokemon games. Usually, we go on a 3 year cycle when it comes to their Pokemon games, so that isn't immediately going to be the next game to come out within their 3 year cycle. It's actually going to be their Pokemon Legends Z8. Um, but okay, but we're not dancing around the stupid bullshit. Going into the whole lore explanation thing that they ended up having. A lot of people are surprisingly really interested in where Pokemon are started, and one of the biggest question is, okay, we know where Pokemon come from, where the hell do humans come from? And it's always been speculated whether Arceus forgot or if the Pokemon could possibly also made humans, which, kind of threw people off a little bit, like coming up with that weird ass theory, but it does seem like in house in Game Freak, they do have the idea that Arceus is the one that creates all of life, both humans and Pokemon. And with that being said, they also do insinuate that the lines are extremely blurred when it comes to interactions between humans and Pokemon. Now, the tricky part of the situation was 4 stories that ended up dropping. A story about Rapidash, a story about Slaking, a story about the explosion, and I believe the fourth one is about this. Those were some extremely extra DDO heavy stories, which is what threw everyone the fuck off because yeah, this is supposed to be a children's story, and a lot of people know this going into Pokemon. But like, so to hear that they have like, oh, the blurred lines between the relationship of humans and Pokemon have gone through eons and eons and different variations. So I think about women getting lost in the forest and uh, man who is actually an explosion, tricking a woman into staying in a cave and living with them, being married with them, having a baby, up to the point where it's, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a Typhlosion, and your dad's trying to kill me. And yeah, stuff like that just kind of made everyone go bonkers, and rightfully so, because even though we have some crazy stories, I'm not gonna lie, something like that is kind of take the cake because there's a lot of implications with the story.
I mean,
So,
all things considered, I barely, whatever the hell's going on, but is the fact that, yeah, I think everyone's too focused on the freaky shit that got leaked on Game Freak instead of the actual shit that got leaked.
Wait, freaky shit? What?
Yeah, no, that's what the whole thing is. That the game,
like
that's the
like the
Pokemon.
whole like the fucking Pokemons being pedophiles.
What?
Oh no!
Wait,
Not
whoa,
being
wait,
pedophile.
whoa, hold on.
Well,
The
I'm like
as in-
referring to like that one like really popular Pokemon that's like it safe shift into a dude had a freaky baking cookies moment with a child.
wait, a Pokemon. Like, we're talking about the motherfuckers we put in the balls, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the motherfuckers
What?
we take.
Did he, man? No, that's straight. No, that's straight. No, that's
Wait, yo.
Wait. That's the wrong audience. Sorry. Wrong audience. It's BBL Drizzymon. There it is.
I mean,
Oh, no,
after
Drinkmon.
this week, I'm like looking mad sus at Digimon, bro. No cap.
Did he?
What you mean?
What do you mean by that? He said, "What do you mean by that?"
You don't.
Fucking
Yeah.
Drizzy,
I'm not even gonna pretend to actually correctly pronounce like the creature type.
I don't care.
Well, you
It's just
thinking
like
about
with
a Digimon that was sleeping with the little kid in Digimon Ghost
Yeah.
game?
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
what? That's what are you
It's like-
talking?
it's
Where
like
is this?
some
Where
weird
is
thing
this?
This is gonna be called a canceled
Porn?
episode.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. I think it was Marukimon got attached to some little kid because the kid like nursed her back to health and didn't want to leave him alone to the point where her freak ass got into the bed with him and started cuddling him.
Wait, is this wholesome or bad? It sounds wholesome.
Well, hold on, wait. It
Wait,
sounds
what?
because you're turning it into something bad.
Right.
Like,
Because
it was
because literally you said,
something nice, but it
literally
just looks
you said
weird.
it saved its life. You nursed it back to health.
Right.
Right.
But
At this
fuck-
point, it's almost like a sibling.
Right.
Yeah, the thing is, this Digimon looks like a grown ass woman though.
You know what? Can we move on?
Nigga, shut the fuck up. Mods, take away his freedom of speech. Even if it was, he said, it's a grown ass woman. That nigga's winning. That's a win. What are you talking about?
If that were me in my position, I
That's a
would.
win, bro. That's
Okay,
a
both of
win.
you, fuck off with this.
Bro, even if it wasn't wholesome, that's still a win.
Okay, whatever. Mar, your
You
thoughts
just
on
hate
this?
this. I hate this.
I mean, if I was in that position, I would.
Wait, hold on. I want to hear Mar's thoughts on this. He's the Digimon expert. Take it away.
So, as the quintessential Digimon expert in this entire situation, I will say this. When they made Digimon, they know exactly who their audience is. All right, guys? It was a bunch of 8 to 13-year-old boys who were just barely hitting puberty and were horny as fuck. So,
Okay.
who did they
Damn,
create?
harmonize
They
it, right?
created Anjuwomon and Lady Devilmon. And
Oh,
let's
what
be
about
honest,
Womon?
every time when they were on screen, you felt a certain kind of way, and you began to really love women. And you know what? That's just the way how it is.
Well,
You know,
I don't
some
know
people
if
do
that's
with
clapping,
Power
but
Rangers.
different.
He's clapping.
He's clapping.
He said,
He's just clapping.
Okay. So are we done with Pokemon and Digimon? So we can move on to.
No.
Let Mar finish. Shut up. Let Mar finish.
I'm only.
Let him cook. Hold on, let him cook.
Don't kill the messenger. All I'm saying is the memes are pretty damn funny for not knowing a fucking thing about Pokemon.
Oh, true. For sure. All right, Mark.
And
go ahead.
a lot of the freaks were coming out of the servers that I just happened to be in and say, "Hey, look, see guys, I'm loving the."
Oh my god.
You literally just outed yourself again that you are a Poke freak.
Guys,
Wait, chat. He said, hey, chat.
Wait, who's?
He said,
I'm
in
sorry.
the Discord I'm in. He said, yeah.
Wait, yo, I just left real quick. Who said that?
I wonder, that's where all the freaks are.
Yeah.
He said, it's me.
So,
said
in
that?
conclusion with the Pokemon shit, I'll say this. If the next villain organization doesn't have P. Diddy as their head, I don't want to play that game.
No way.
Okay. Move on to the topic that Jay brought, because that actually is a good one.
I
That actually is a
definitely
good
forgot
one.
what even was.
He said about the overabundance of isekai anime.
Oh, and the fact that they're all
Oh, I
covering
thought he was
copies of each
still talking
other.
about that. I'm kidding.
You know,
You can't.
yeah. I mean, hey, no better. Vile, what are your thoughts as a normie?
Well, exactly. I'm a normie, so I don't get any thoughts. You win. GG.
Mark, your thoughts on the abundance of isekai?
Overabundance of isekai simply just comes down to this. Everyone wants to throw themselves into a world of whatever the fuck is going on,
Mm-hmm.
And now we're at the point where it's extremely popular because a lot of people can't go outside and touch grass. And I feel like
Imagine
that
not
is
being
the
able to
main
touch
reason
grass.
why.
Yeah, no,
That's the
actually,
main.
Damn, I feel
I'm pretty sure there's an isekai where people literally just walk outside their door and touch grass, and it's like a whole adventure. But
Today is the
Okay,
fact of the matter is, I'm not really bothered by it
Plain
because
as
if you
MC
really look
touches
at it,
grass, and then he just hears in the distance, resurrection.
Okay, Mark, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, it's not really bothersome for me. Like, I'm perfectly fine with the amount of isekai there is because one, I don't really like watching isekai to begin with.
Fair
The
enough.
last one I accidentally ended up watching was the Suicide Squad isekai, and even that was like, why am I even watching this shit? Because it's all basically the same premise.
Yeah.
I died in my real world, and I ended up in this other world where rules that I'm not used to apparently don't apply to me all the time, and I'm some sort of god compared to everyone else around me. So
Which is
what am I going to
boring.
do? I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to save the day, or I'm going to get myself a harem and then save the day. Either way, is that not how every isekai goes? Like that's
You're not
that's
wrong.
literally it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because
no, every
it
isekai.
used to not be like that. Nowadays, it's all it is. Nowadays, that's all it is. They just
What was
come
it
and
used to
copy
be?
that shit. What it used to be was somebody gets reincarnated in the new world, and they have to actually learn how to function in that new world. Learn the intricacies of how to function,
weird.
who to mess with.
But
That's
that's
weird
what it used to
nowadays.
be.
That's what it used to be. Now it's just all
Yeah.
I died. Now I'm overpowered. Let's get bitches.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I like
That's the
that
goal.
actually.
That's the goal.
I hope does
That's
that
the
work in
fucking
real life?
I wish it
Hell
did.
no.
It would work in real life.
Okay.
Have you not
Okay.
seen Chads in real life?
Oh hell no!
What
Yeah,
the
no,
Chads
like,
do?
those
They
who-
do good. They get
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, I know for sure
I
you
don't
create
think that's
a lot of
You
that.
just make it seem like this is a
Accurate names
bad
to all
thing.
It is.
It's okay. It's not a
It's a
bad
horror
thing,
fantasy
but
for
it's kind
Japanese
of like
incels.
Okay,
It's
but they're
boring.
not Chads in real life. They were high schoolers. They were fucking losers,
Losers,
like Konosuba.
yeah.
But that one
And
was
then it's
actually
like
funny.
it's pretty
Yeah.
much saying it's pretty much telling people the only way you could have any relevance or like
Yeah.
any type of like specialty, going against the grain, being the main character. The only time that will ever happen is if you got ran over by a fucking truck and isekai is a fucking slug.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
prefer ice
can just
cream
kill
I
yourself.
trucks,
see.
really.
I see.
And-
I'm
and-
understanding.
it's
now.
not, and it's not. Here's the thing. It's not the fact, and and I agree with I forgot who said it, but they were talking on the lines of like, oh well, when isekai, it was when you were reincarnated as in another world, and you had to actually get used to the world. Like, you actually had to develop in that situation. Like for example, Tanya the Evil, right? One of my most favorite anime of all time. Nigga literally got reincarnated as one of the most weakest forms of life and became an absolute terror to society. If you've never watched that anime, I highly recommend it. Nigga literally got reincarnated as a little girl and became pseudo Hitler.
That is crazy.
But the anime was really good because it actually developed.
He's not wrong. It
I'm
is.
not okay. Here, I'm not saying that Hitler's good.
No.
let me
got
put
that.
quotations. I'm
Yeah,
not
and
saying that Hitler's good. I'm not saying that.
He has to
fascism is
explain
great.
it for the
I'm
story.
gonna
All
take
I'm
that out of
saying-
context 5 years from now. Mark my
all
words.
I'm saying is that the development of that character for him to become that terror is what made the anime great. And nowadays with a lot of isekai, especially where it's like if they're doing the overpowered spectrum, they're changing one little, that's like that meme where it's like you can copy my homework but just change one thing about it. It's like
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm reincarnated, but I'm a sword, or I'm reincarnated, or I'm a skeleton, or I'm reincarnated, or
Oh,
I got my cell phone.
I
Like
am
it's
a
literally like the
machine.
entire premise of one of the animes.
You know, and here's, I guess, I mean, Honorable, you got anything else you want to say? Because that's why I'm saving mine for last because it leads into game development. So I gotta.
From the abundance of isekais ones, I just want ones that are just funny.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
that's Konosuba. Yeah, that's pretty much Konosuba in a nutshell.
Right.
That's why I like
Only
Konosuba.
Konosuba.
I just want something like Konosuba again, but not too much of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. We're all good. So here's the best way to put it.
Because like I got the good lass from the vending machine. I got the good
Oh,
lass.
yeah, that
the
one's good,
girl
yep.
can teleport between her own world and the mystery world. It just brings the fucking military when there's an army invading. Like that shit is just funny.
Yeah. And here's the way to put it, you guys. So to kind of end up is like there are good isekai, and I agree with everything they said. Everything. If you guys want good isekai, I recommend. And here's the thing: to me, good isekais. Okay, what do you do with the premise? I find that a lot of the good isekai are like
Bro,
they'll
I was
take.
gonna say, just watch my isekai.
Wait.
In 2019 and before.
Yeah, no. That, but no. Here's what it is. Good example. Like we talked about. Like so, what he mentioned earlier, the skeleton one, the vending machine one. Highly recommend. It's because they'll take the premise just to get your attention, and then okay, it's actually about something else. Like it's not even about these isekai. Like, oh, what can we do that's fun with it? Those are actually one of them. Oh, I'm a shit. Like, it's not even about the isekai. It's like let's just have a fun premise. Those are actually good. The few isekai that take place, and even the power, like one of them. It's funny. It's like I forgot what the name of it was, but dude, in the scene he spanks a random girl, and he's spanking it for fun, and then it happens like this one's for you, annoy me. And he's like, this one's because I just think this is like you can tell the creators are having fun. No, another good one is because if you're gonna be OP, be like One Punch Man, where it's a gimmick. Another good, it's not even an isekai, it's medieval fantasy, right? Is Demon King, Misfits of Demon King. Like the dude's so OP, but like it's fun. Like be creative. Like you said, the problem is they just copy homework. There are good, and again, another one that you think is super isekai, or two that's like the reverse. It's Gate, which it basically shows how it realistically would be if there was anything like within a great fucking anime. Another one, Uncle from Another World, mad funny. And it's like if you guys are gamers, I highly recommend it.
Wait,
like,
real
dude
quick.
comes back.
I thought when you said medieval.
What Sega Dreamcast is. I don't think you can do that to them. Or
When you said medieval for One Hit Man, I thought you were saying One Hit Man was medieval, and I'm like, no, it's not.
No, One Punch Man, because he's OP, right? Like he is how to make OP, right? And Misfit of Demon King is the second coming of One Punch Man. Like they have OP characters and do it right. There's only two other isekai that do it right at all. That's it. The rest, like even if they are like, vending machine. The whole premise, like, how do I survive as a vending machine or some bullshit, right? That's the ultimate isekai. But
how do I use vending machine lore to escape this situation?
Right, and I like
literally like, educational somehow.
Yes.
Vending machine.
And here's what I want to get at that I agree with Jay, is that the problem with isekai is too, like, I get it, everyone wants to escape me, we talk about it, but there's, and I said this, remember I went on the rant earlier, we should be into real, actual media, because this brain dead shit just makes you a bigger simp and a loser. Why do you think I'm not a fan of, let's have a girl that's pure and everything, and she dresses like a whore? No real woman is like that. Women, like, if they're pure,
they're just
whatever,
straight up whores.
Yeah.
Oh, that too. Whatever. But you get my point. That's why I don't like games like Nier or Celeblade. They're actual garbage games. They don't have real, actual, true story. They're not like that moment in Vietnam that's like, damn, that's deep. And we want sophisticated media, right? And same thing. There are good. No, Misfits of Demon King actually is a critique on how some Japanese people in culture are hating on half breeds in Japan. That's
and Blood really said Tom Chili Taiwala. He said, man, that's deep.
But anyways, going back to that, it's not.
You had the Spanish dub. They were like, man, I see two taquitos right there. And you're like, no, stop it. Okay.
And here's the thing, you guys know. Okay, I'll get shit for this. Think Before Your Sleep got ratioed because he hated isekais, and the part of the thing is his foundation was right, but he's just hating. He's just an anime hater. But he did make a good rant one time that isekai is just too much of a fulfilled fantasy for a bunch of fucking incels, and that's what it is, right? Instead of this is why Dragon Ball is good even in Mexico, because it's inspirational. Like no matter the obstacle, you overcome it. But isekai's like no, like you said, the best you can do it. Like it's telling you that you can do nothing in this life, and I'd rather much have something that again is informational, gives you knowledge. Like I said before earlier, no one's gonna be impressed by your stupid Pokemon lure, your stupid isekai, your Final Fantasy. But if you come in here like, oh, I learned about Vietnam, I learned something about this, or it's Assassin's Creed, like actual good games that have shit that teaches you valuable shit, whether it's math, science, philosophy, history. Instead, all this shit is just it's getting you into a deeper slump. To me, I look at media like this, it's lazy, slop. People are being worked. It's a cycle of torture, and I feel this in games. That's why I don't like playing these AAA garbage games. It's just people who are underpaid, overworked, no real fucking substance to this. A bunch of people pushing shit that doesn't apply to most fucking people, and it doesn't motivate you in the slightest to be a better person. That's why, to me, a handful of games like Doom, Neo, Deus Ex, Ace Combat, these games have riveting stories that actually inspire you, and they're hard. And that's why I think hard games are important, because it shows you that life isn't about being a little bitch. It's about overcoming those fucking obstacles, and that's why we demand good fucking media. And lastly, to end off my thing about the isekai,
whatever happened to just like story games to just being like just become a Chad? That's
exactly.
Yes,
like in games and in real life, we lose that to just be a Chad.
And again,
like rise from the ground, become a Chad.
It's because of the process.
It's easier to be a loser.
Yep.
Well, not only that, but the whole premise of like isekai, especially nowadays, where it's like instead of gaining that power, it's just handed to you, and you just pretty much their playground. They treat it like a game, the video game sandbox, where it's like everything is handed to me day one, and I can pretty much do however I please. And no matter how hard I try or how little I try, I'll still overcome it because one, not only am I overpowered, but two, nigga, I'm the main character. I got plot armor. Where it's like Berserk. How about this? I'll give you a challenge, Japan. Tell you what, since y'all motherfuckers love these. Since y'all love these pale-skinned, black-haired, black-eyed main characters, how about this? My life reincarnated as a black man in Japan. There you go. That's a real fucking challenge. Go for it. Look, in an isekai world.
China.
Oh
bro,
no!
that's
Oh no! Oh no!
Japan don't care. China cares. China cares.
Take it
That's not just being a woman.
My life.
Be a foreign woman in Japan. Hard mode. There's your hard mode, bro. See, blacks are treated the same as any other foreigner in Japan. Like foreigners, we're all the same. Y'all need to get that right. So black, Mexican, whatever. Doesn't matter.
As a black chick.
If you're a bitch, all GG's, bro. Shake that hand.
Oh, GG.
Dude, wait, dude. No. If you're in India, you're definitely gonna have it worse as a woman. That's for sure. So,
yeah, shake my hand.
Hold on. Let me say
If you are born a fucking girl in China, there's a good chance they just kill you right there.
You're actually cooked.
We're so fucked up.
That one. No, it doesn't top that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's two things I want to touch base real quick. I remember I mentioned this before, where you said that Assassin's Creed, you know how you said it was educational?
Yeah, it could be.
Low key, throughout my whole history class, every time there was a Assassin's Creed that came out, I have history about that situation. So I got very lucky that Assassin's Creed kept up with my education.
Look at that.
The second thing is that because I think in 8th grade, that's when Assassin's Creed 3 came out. That's the one with the American Revolution War, and that's what we were learning at the time. And I got the game, so it was just everything was adding up so perfectly, lined up perfectly for me.
Thank you, Vile.
The second thing I want to say is that Honorable hooked me up with instead of changing the anime into Japanese dub, I might have to do Spanish dub now.
Some are decent.
Wait, Spanish dub for what?
For the anime. Because homie showed me a sample of the type of noises they be making. It's a whole different vibe, dude.
Yeah, look at Chainsaw Man. Spanish dub.
Chainsaw Man Spanish dub.
Chainsaw Man Spanish dub? Oh, okay, now I'm actually interested.
Yeah, we gotta.
Wait. Have you not heard it? It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we gotta like show them later.
Dude, whatever reason, the females they chose to cast for that were just horribly down bad. That voice director it was like on some shit, which is exactly what happened.
I'm not surprised the Latinians would be right next to the JP when it comes to being horny. I mean, it's just Latinian. Have you seen our women? They don't like clothes. They think a thong is fully dressed.
Wearing a thong is a dress? No way.
They're too focused on being bonita. They actually don't know their nequito.
They take a condom to sit down.
Me trying to be eating a colita.
I mean, at the end of the day, Japan, I will.
The next flavorful.
Here's where I'm at. I don't care for Latinians. So Japan, I will take your cute, thin, flat waifus. You can have my big booty Latinas. It's fair trade. I don't like them, and
That's
I don't,
fair.
That is a fair trade.
That is an outrageous trade.
I'm into flat waifus, alright? That's just me, it's my preference.
What better offer can he give him? He's gonna say, here's a blonde with blue eyes. I was like, thank you, number blonde hair, blue eyes, number
If I want to get, every day I come home. If I want to get nagged at, I just go to my mother.
Yep. Facts.
Like, fuck, I want to come home to my wife just to get nagged at.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not wrong. All right, we're waiting a little bit on sidetrack. Jay, were you saying something to end off my whole thing with the isekai thing, or are we good?
No. Oh no, yeah, I was pretty much saying, yeah. If you're gonna do isekai, like make it interesting in a way that where you allow the character to build themselves up instead of just setting them off with like level 99 every
bullshit.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Some,
as much as I hate the brain rot, some of them I do enjoy, but that's only due to like the chemistry that the character has with a lot of the other elements inside the anime. For example, Overlord. Overlord
that's also a good one.
Yeah, exactly. Overlord can be classified. It can be classified under that, isekai into another world, right? And you're already overpowered. But here's the thing: he's already been playing on this account. That's literally like it's just a nigga that played WoW for 10 years, and he actually became his in-game character. So I mean, it is very interesting. So technically, yes, he did build off of that one account.
True, but it's more political than anything. It's not even just all enemies.
Exactly. But I love how even in there, throughout the story, the main character does still have character development. Like he was always in this premise or this mentality of like, oh, it's just a video game, but then you realize no, these are actual people, these are actual things. Even in like, for example, I think it was like season 3 or season 4. It had to be like season 4, where one of the kings were pretty much trying to call a stalemate because if Ainz went against any kingdom, he would just slaughter them like complete, like this is like
Free.
like unconsensual. We're talking. Like, right, and but the one of the kings of the no, it was a duke that was going to be a king. He wanted to draw a stalemate, which is pretty much Ainz was like, okay, let's sit down and talk, and pretty much they came to a conclusion where it's like, all right, look, if I fight you one-on-one, you spare my kingdom, and you can take my life. And Ainz was like, you know what? I respect that nigga. I'm not even going to take his life. I'm going to make it seem like I am going to kill him, but I'm not going to take his life. Eventually, when the king goes back to his people, they decide to kill him and give his head to Ainz, hoping that they would spare him. And then Ainz saying, like, you know what? That's fine. I'll welcome you to my kingdom. He pulls his homegirl to the side, murk all them niggas. Every single one of them nobles that agreed to kill this man, torture them, torture their families, because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. And that shows character development. It doesn't mean like he doesn't still think that's a game. Bro was dead ass heated because of that. He wanted to spare the kingdom
nice going
anyways,
on.
and they killed the king regardless. That's wild.
I mean, crazy spoiler alerts, I guess, but yeah. Anyways, here's the way to put it. Mini video game. Usually I send this to the end, but Litton and Honorable, you guys already know I have my own isekai. And the funny thing is, the reason I'm doing this is because I will go with the trend. But you both agree, you've heard it. Is my isekai not cooking?
No, we're okay.
Bro, that shit literally has parts like JoJo. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, regardless, Litton, you heard the premise of my isekai and you agree.
Yeah, no,
that's how fucking long and like overly detailed it was.
As it should be. They should be. If you're gonna make anything, it needs to come with a plan.
If you're gonna make a story, you might as well make a banger.
Oh, here we go. So,
elements, some of the fucking.
but actually, I think we may wait. Should we wait for? I mean, Mars here. Files, whatever. But Jay, are you ready to hear the premise of the isekai segment of the game that I am thinking of making in like a year or two, right? Which I'm working on. Yes.
Sure.
So here's the way it works, and this is game. See, it all makes sense because you are in the character select screen. You pick between boy, girl, and then from there you can pick, okay, what was your previous occupation? And anyone's smart enough, that means, oh, so you're actually reincarnated. And it could be fireman, whatever, and then there are stats, right? Think about it. My custom character customization probably doesn't exist. There's just base level, you could choose whatever, and if you get deeper, you can actually go down to genetics, like, oh, what type of muscle fibers you are, slow or fast twitch. Again, that's why it's called advanced, if you actually know this shit. You could pick your height, and there's advantages, like in Dragon's Dogma. If you are a smaller height, you can fit in certain places. So we're taking a very Dragon's Dogma approach to the RPG elements, right? Like, look at how much thinking there's already in. Same if you are a healer. Okay, I'm gonna be a healer, but I'll be telling means you can probably carry more weight. And if because you're a nurse or something, now you get a boost when you use bandages. You can actually use it more efficiently. You don't have to waste as much bandages. And you say if you're a healing magic, now you get a boost when you do it. So you will be like, you can min max it, but then say you could do what you want. Like the world is your oyster, and even there will be segments in the start of the map that you can access somewhere. We're gonna have a Deus Ex approach. Like, oh, here's a boulder in the way. I could either try to go through the river, but it's too cold. So you could do one of two things. We have someone that used to be a lumberjack. He could cut down these trees. He knows how to get everything, so he could make a bridge. Or we can have someone that has fire magic, and he could burn the water, so you can actually pass through and not freeze to death. Or we can have someone that's actually super strong and can break the rock. There are multiple ways to solve many situations. There will never be one way. And that's how the map is going to be designed around. It's not going to be big. We're not going to having a super big open world. Like the developer of Deus Ex said, instead of having you can either have a map that's an inch deep but a mile wide, or a mile deep but an inch. I'd rather have a map that's an inch wide but a mile deep. And I'm having that philosophy. Like where you start your hub, it's basically an island, and your whole purpose is to try to get out of that island to get to the mainland, and that's where actual shit, Yeah, and the thing is, there are little elements in that island that you're in that kind of forbade, and you do this, you don't know why you're even reincarnated. Just know you're fucking there, and everything's very fucking vague. And a lot of it's left for you to discover. Even and then know this much, and not a big spoiler, but it's right there. There'll be fog, whatever, music build up, and they'll see like basically like a rip off Stonehenge. And in there are different elements of our past previous society. And mind you, right now I won't spell too much, and that's the point of it, right? So maybe it could be Fallout where it's not really an isekai and it's actually the old world, but I won't explain it. And you see, oh, there's elements you can't get in. There's an invisible force field. And then later on, you'll see notes in the little fake village, like in the center. You could tell, like, oh, it's almost like lodge, this and that, but some of it's not finished, and because it's a tutorial to teach people how to actually use elements. Like, oh, this is how you use a knife. This is how you sharpen it. Things like that. And because the whole point is like I want you to be interested. We leave just enough to make you ask questions, and most of the stuff that's left there is tutorials, but it's left in a realistic way how someone will leave it. So okay, we know someone was here before, and they're trying to guide us to get off this island. And then once you get to certain parts, okay, the force fields go down, and guess what? It's literally dungeons, and it's the shape of an Aztec pyramid. And in there you can go, okay, there's the first one, you have your skeletons. And the thing is, because remember, this is also a fighting game, so a lot of it's let me teach you how to do fighting mechanics. Here's your square combo, so you're in the first floor. Here's a boss, and second, each level is a representation of you getting better and better at the fighting game. And then the funny thing is, the way it starts is the first floor, or the first level of the first floor is always gonna be static. Then after that, it'll be RNG. Then the final boss level will always be static. So it'll be static, RNG, static, and it'll be that for like 3 to 4 floors. And again, it'll have your generic enemies, and it'll be easy because most people, well, oh, smash square. And the game too, on top of that, depending if you know how good you are at fighting games, you can pass by it faster. But people starting, they're gonna be focused on the numbers game, right? So that's what I mean. So literally, it's an isekai where are you a Chad in real life? You could probably do it. So if you guys are fighting game players, you're already the Chad. Like you are the One Punch Man already, but you earned being the One Punch Man in my game. You know how to do Electric Wing Godfist. That's the thing. A lot of things will be secret. And at some point in the notes in the cabinet, like so when you get stuff, you win. There'll be a cabinet right there where that Aztec temple is, which is our dungeon. And mind you, look at how creative I'm taking the approach to dungeons. It's actually, and there'll be elements. Oh, where you're healing, it's actually a Japanese place where you actually put water to heal yourself, and that's the healing thing too. So we're combining elements of IRL with like the way, and the magic system. I won't get too into it how that is, but that's the setup for my isekai world, right? And again, I won't say too much, or I'm not even getting into what are. And this is the thing I haven't answered. Are there actually people on the mainland? For how long? What's the culture? Everything, all that. I won't get into because that's, I mean, honorable and definitely Lynn already know that much past far, but you guys don't know, and that won't be until the game after. Because first of all, it's focusing on you getting your abilities, because that's how any game should be. It's the beginning, like, oh, let's get you interested in the lore, because nothing is worse than let's just drip feed you all this lore and text. Like, no one gives a shit. You have to give them a reason to give a fuck. You're like, okay, why am I here? Whatever. You have to leave intrigue, but just enough. You know, you give them, okay, here's this. Like every time when you're answering a question, they should have more questions than they were actually answered. You know, it's that kind of approach, right? And like I said, when you go to that little chest, you always get your little, like, say you beat some skeleton king, and then you know, the cabinet will even glow to show you can get into it all here. And sometimes, depending if you finally find your class, you know, it's kind of the Monster Hunter approach, where if you wanted, you can midway, like, you know what, I don't like being a medic X, I could do this, right? So a very flexible approach in the beginning, right? And then they'll show you, oh, if you press down, forward, and then you press square, you could do like your that's how, by the way, that's how we'll do magic spells and stuff. It'll be motion inputs. And I think that's far more rewarding, and I'm still trying to get into, I think, what motion inputs go with certain spells and shit like that. But regardless, I won't get into it, but that's the premise of what we're going so far for these. And mind you, I didn't want to do any isekai.
Keeping players by doing motion input.
Fuck off. And the funny, and that's the thing. Like I said, if someone knows how to do Electric Godfist and they just do it, and they put the right attributes, you'll hear, you know, basically, and then like, bro, you basically kind of beat the first half of the game, Loki. But yeah, I put a lot of thought into this, as you guys can tell. And mind you, remember, I originally never wanted to do an isekai, and I never wanted to do custom characters, because those are never things I wanted to do. But I'm doing them because, again, compromise, right? I gotta compromise. If I want my game to be marketable, what's hot? Isekais. And at the end of the day, like, here's the thing that someone said. I didn't care for Neo, you know, one of the greatest games of all time, but I cared way more for Neo 2 because it has custom characters. At the end of the day, we live in a... It sucks, but I have to go to them. That's what my fighting is about. I'm gonna have it where squares are, you know, modern controls are gonna be the average, right? Not that many, you know. If anything, there might not be an Electric Wing Godfist in this game or whatever. That's later. Right now, I'm more focused on the people who've never played a fighting before. How can I properly teach you how to learn a fighting game through the story mode, which is something apparently no one wants to fucking do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I need to do to get people into the fighting game genre, right? So I guess I have to have custom characters, even though you don't fucking want to have them. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to do an isekai, because that's the thing right now. And the thing is there even any isekai games? Like, actual, not off of an anime, those are garbage, but like an actual fully fledged isekai game? I don't really think so. It's always just fantasy, if I'm being honest. And if you can make it good and trick people into playing a fighting game, we got this. Imagine people playing, oh man, I like this isekai fighting game. No, I'm gonna go play Tekken or Street Fighter because they got introduced because of this shit, you know? I mean, I feel like I went a bit off, but regardless, I mean, I don't know. What's your thoughts, Jay, from what little you did hear of isekai premise? And by the way, that's not the whole game. That's just the custom character segment of it. That makes sense, because there'll be like I said, there's gonna be historical parts. Like you'll play as a gunslinger from whatever era. That's his story mode. Then you have someone from this, because they're all different things. We're doing the Marvel approach. If you guys don't know Marvel's first original comic issues, oh, here's the issue where they're in space. Here's an issue where you got Punisher or some bullshit. Like, they were unrelated things, and that's what I'm doing, a similar process, because I love things like sci-fi. I love fantasy. I love historical. So it's like, oh, let me flex all these different things. And by the way, they have nothing to do with each other. Like, so if you like westerns but don't care for anything, you could just play my game and play the western part. Oh, if you like sci-fi, you can play the sci-fi part. If you're an isekai person, which I'm assuming most people will be, you guys can play that. And if you're interested, you can play my rip-off Assassin's Creed medieval version. You know, that will be for you Souls players, so you guys will like that one. So if you're a Souls motherfucker, and by the way, fun fact: if you play one of the other main campaigns, you can take some of those things you learn and then put it in the isekai. So like I said, very very flexible thing. You know. It's a lot of thought process, and yeah. But anyways, what are your thoughts, Jay?
Not a lot at the moment.
Fair enough.
Because this is my first time hearing about it.
Yeah. I mean, I can show you the map one time.
But I do like the premise of it, because not a lot of fighting games does. Well, if they do, they don't do it well. Where it's like they try to teach people how to play said game. And there are certain games who do it okay. There's others that do it pretty well. Like, for example, I like Tekken's arcade mode, because Tekken arcade mode, they like, regardless of what character you choose, they'll tell you like, oh, by the way, this is what a crush counter is. This is your heavy. This has armor. This is what you should do in this situation. This is an optimal combo, right?
Right.
And it tells you that right off the bat, right? So it'll let you know. It's like, hey, because you want to play this character, let me teach you some tech that only this character would be capable of doing in certain situations. And I love how they literally teach you that as you progress through the like arcade mode. Like, sure, it's an arcade mode, it's not like main story, but at least it's like something that allows you to like build up and work towards, you know, being a decent Tekken player.
Right,
and,
true.
You know, depending on like, you know, what, like how you always say, like, you lab the matchups, you lab every single thing about your character, so that way you're not just pressing, you're not just learning, you know, what the game taught you, you're actually learning fighting games and learning the techniques.
Right.
Tekken is always like it's a very, very weird, I almost say niche type of fighting game, because it's a 3D fighter, and so it's not like your typical fighting games where it's like you have your light heavies and your light mids and heavy. It's your, you know, every single button is a limb, right? So anything could be a light, anything could be a heavy, anything could be a mid. So it doesn't really teaches you the fundamentals of an actual fighter. But I do like what you're doing with it, where it's like, you know, you know, pretty much it's like, you know, you know, it's like, you know, how do you bake a cake, my nigga? You get eggs, you get baking powder. You're like, it teaches you, okay, add this first, then add this. Only if you encounter this, then you do said option.
Right. So to further expand on that too, I talked about it with Mar before, and he knows that we're doing the Zelda approach, right? You don't just simply give them all tools. You're like, here's the sword. You cut. Oh, it cuts grass. You know, you will. That's why I said. You can say, so here's how it is. You will all be introduced to a mechanic at the beginning of the thing, like, oh, here you go, here's your normals. And then the enemies, like, they'll be designed, like a good example, where there won't be lows for a good amount of it. I'll still decide, contemplating if I want to add, and more buttons introduced. Like, right now, like, say, if you're a beginner, most of it's thought from the process of a beginner, right? Like, this one button, you get introduced to the second button in the second floor, right? Things like that. That's why it's, beginning is, here's a puzzle, figure it out with the mechanics you're given. Then the rest is just a giant training session of you fighting the same skeleton enemies, and you're mainly grinding, right? Because they get the, you know, XP, whatever. See, and the game shows you XP, but you are practicing muscle memory. Like, I know that this is the distance for the normal, you know, whatever, right? And a good example, let's say, and there'll be different ones. Say you're like, I'm a water user or some bullshit. You can only go to this specific part of the dungeon, and then, like you said, then you learn this specific style. Okay, this is how you water bend to get this puzzle solved, right? And that's why people will have a unique experience. And on top of that, I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning of the game, we'll ask you, have you played any other fighter before, right? And then it'll ask, okay, I have a giant list of almost every fighter, all of them, whether it's Dragon Ball, Budokai, Naruto, whatever. And then the button scheme will go to that, and then from there, again, like maybe some of the beginning dungeons will be easy for you because you have all the tools. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you are Naruto player, you could probably get through the first two dungeons, no problem. So it's just you clapping, and it'll be fun because you get to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the cool thing about being overpowered to a degree is like, oh man, look at me, I'm beating all these skeletons and whatever, and then you can finally get, okay, cool, now let's teach you how to do this, and that's why quarter circle won't get introduced until later floor, because that is a very hard concept, right?
Okay, well here's the thing that I like the premise of it, but one of the things that does scare me is the fact of like, like, you know, you're selecting from an entire list of different FGC, you know, like, you know, different games,
or non-FGC too,
right?
Everything,
you know, and non-FGC, right? But it's the situation of the button skin, because we don't want to have another modern control issue in a fighting game.
We're not having
like
that.
If I have standard, right, you know, if I have standard, light, heavy, light, medium, heavy, right, where it takes really, really good like execution in order to like pull off those combos, whereas like some niggas are running around with fucking instant Okis or one button electrics. Like we don't want to like get into it because Budokai has that feature by standard.
True.
In there, right? Like there's a standard dodge button, right? Like in order for me to dodge shit, I have to hit back twice and down within a span of like 5 frames in order to do a Korean backdash. Whereas in Dragon Ball, you literally press one button and it immediately dodges for a teleport.
Right. So
and even in older Budokais.
So what's fun is what I'll tell you is the approach to balancing. First of all, I don't give a shit about balancing at all because I want to do the Dragon Ball approach. No, okay. We're doing Dragon Ball. Like, see, and this is why you shouldn't be worried. So if you're picking, like I said, there'll be either you don't know and the game will teach you from the ground up. We'll do anime buttons, right? The default is going to be A, B, C, the classic square, triangle, circle. So say you're picking Naruto controls. Okay, square is going to be your attack button, and now circle is your special button, right? Like that's what it is. Like, oh, that's usually used first, but then triangle will be left alone. Like, it's okay, whatever, because then they will eventually, you know what I'm saying? It's all modified. How do we get the control scheme you're used to? You know what I'm saying? Because it's muscle memory for them. They know that square, the main focus is what are you used to do? Even if you're a COD player, we're going to make R1 attack. You know what I'm saying? The scheme is purely, is there as a basis. But here's the thing why you shouldn't be worried. The way the game's balancing works for the most part is in 3 tiers. Low, medium, and high. And it's all variant on your control scheme. So if someone is, basically say you're a Naruto or maybe Dragon Ball player or whatever, right? Let's assume the character you're using is going to be inherently bottlenecked. The way the game works is the harder the character is, the stronger they are. So if you are, say, a Mishima player, and you know how to do a proper Electric Wing Godfist, your character canonically, stats and everything, will be much stronger than anyone who picks. And this is the thing, too, with how balancing, because custom characters are hard to balance. The highest you can go is maybe like halfway through level 2, right? Like, remember, level 1 and level 2, in a sense. All the characters that are built from the story, they will either be level 2 or 3. And that's the thing. Like, you could be the strongest custom character however you want, but you will never be able to touch any of the main characters of the cast because you're not a main character. That's another lesson I want to have in there, is that you are not the main character of the story. You are just simply a background part. That's something that I think that a lot of people need to hear, and again, it'll be a subtle theme throughout when you're playing. Like, okay, yeah, like, oh, you're important, everything. Like, yeah, you're important, but you're not the main character. What makes you important is the little steps that you play, and that's what I want to convey. That's why it's super co-op heavy, that all of you are important together, not by yourself. And again, it's what you're doing now may not seem important in the scheme of things, and I think humans need to hear that a lot more. Like, what makes us strong is not as an individual, but as a group, and that's something that I really want to emphasize with that, and with that custom, But yeah, basically, long story. So you can make the most OP. Let's say you got the best gear from because there'll be. I also do want to do it like just because it'll keep people. It'll be some MMO-ish, so people can grind and get better loot gear. Oh, every time you're just trying to get gear, oh, this is +1. But you being +1 is not gonna touch if you're playing the main character from the game and they're like +100. By the way, frame data changes too depending on your character. So if someone's using a boxer from the main story, he's going to be +15, and you're never going to be plus against him because it's a proper fighter. So that's why you don't have to worry about that kind of balancing and shit, because at the end of the day, characters that are like the actual characters from my story are going to be prioritized far more than any custom character. That's why, because again, I knew what people will play online. It's going to be a nightmare to try to balance custom characters. I said, fuck it, we just inherently cap them. There's an actual physical, like level 100, that's as high as they can get, and maybe they can get some gear or something, but that's about as good as they can get. And frame data wise, like depending, remember how I said we're doing the Dragon's Dharma approach, which is true. Basically, if you want a top tier in the game, I'll tell you right now, you have to be a heavyweight class, because that's how real life works. Pick male, pick heavyweight, you're the top tier, because that's how real life fighting works. Unless you're really fucking good and you pick, let's say, maybe you pick, just to be in character, I'm gonna pick an old dude and he's Asian, and then you're just cooking. But here's the thing, you have to be good as fuck. Like, you're out here doing perfect elixir. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's an immersive quality, so that's why don't worry too much. And most people won't. And that's the funny thing too, is that I noticed too many normies normies really hurt themselves. The whole point is we have to carry an experience to make them fun, whatever. And like, you know what I'm saying? The custom character is there for them. Like I said, it's hard for them to pick a character. It's like, no, you're making the character, so you make them however you want, and then you will make the game mold around you. We talked about this before, because that's a very approachable design for people to get in. But if they want to get good at the game, you have to pick a designated character. You can't just have your zoner grappler. Like, no, you have to get this dedicated zoner or dedicated grappler. And as you see, they have much better stats because they're dedicated. Like, this dude's command grab is way better than yours. Like, another good example, we're taking its immersion. If you say you're picking, like I said, your nurse or whatever, lumberjack, and you go up against a rip-off king, you will not be able to break any of his throws. They will all command grabs. You just can't break them because you're not a wrestler. You don't know how to throw. You don't know how to reversal. You don't even get a throw. And same, if you face another grappler, there is no command grab. Every throw is techable or reversible, and there's an entire meta around that. That's why I've actually been doing a lot of research, far more about wrestling and whatnot. I was even learning about parries, how they work in boxing. And fun fact, you guys, like I said, someone who loves parries, parries in real life do not work at all like they do in video games. Very, very fun, interesting fact, guys. So I've been having fun with that one back. There's actually like 3 different versions of parries. I was like, wait, what? There's 3? Oh shit! And there's actually like a risk reward to them and situations to use them. And again, that's why I want to make it that someone's a boxer and they make up their boxer, and immediately the game rewards you for picking the boxer. Like say a skeleton's the thing, you could do like, oh, here's the flicker parry or some bullshit, and then the game lets you do it. And you were saying like those people will dominate because they actually know how to fight. The biggest problem in fighting games why people suck is most people do not know how to fight. So how can we teach you how to actually find the fundamentals like footsies, this and that, and you got to go to them. Let's give you your wizard or whatever. And even then, you don't have to. Maybe you just want to be a support character. I also want to mention this. At the end of the day, games are meant for fun. So say you're a boxer dude. This happened. The local dude was a whole boxer dude. He picked Steve. I helped him with some stuff. His girlfriend isn't a fighter at all, but she loves Alyssa. And yeah, that's his girlfriend. Of course they're going to play together. I want to make it to where the sweat dude, who's an actual boxer, yo, here's your boxer, your girl. I want to be a cute wizard girl that heals you. Say no more, and we can do that. You know, I want to make a genuine experience. And again, I want to make it to where the waifu can actually sit here and have a good time. Like, you know, they beat the cave and everything. They could hug, and they're like, oh my, you know, the girl can genuinely have a good. And before you know it, now we have someone else that's a fan of the IP. And that's something that I can't stress enough. Is that companies, they get to buy. Look at Halo, like, oh, let's look at MLG. When I personally seen a girlfriend that was gonna buy Halo for her boyfriend, but the second she found out they didn't even have co-op, she's like, I guess we're not playing then. Look at that, bro. Like, it's crazy. I want to appeal to the actual majority and the minority, which, by the way, is going to be in the game. When, like, say you die, majority over the minority is something that I'm gonna randomly have. It's at the end of the day, these are the core of what makes the FGC. That's why you see this message. So it's funny. It's a reverse too. It's gonna apply not just to the normies, super normies that hey, you're not that important. You're MLG. You need to realize that you can't just have an OP character. Like if you want to, you have to earn it and work with it. Mechanics, not through let me grind it because that's stupid. That's the problem with too many people play RPGs. They think oh, let me just get numbers. Let me put money right. Like no. In the FGC, no, you gotta earn it. You gotta sweat blood and tears and actually fucking get good, right? Same with the sweats. Is that's why there won't be that much. I'm trying to figure out how I would do it for them. Is that this isn't about you right now. We need to help them. Your job as a sweat and an MLG is to help the little people up so they can understand the beauty of the FGC. Because that's something that's always just bothered me. Whatever. But that's the whole thing. So yeah, the balancing thing, I'm not that worried as far as PP. And also, PvP is not even gonna be my focus, honestly. Like it'll be there, but the game will not highlight it. It'll highlight the party modes, it'll highlight the side modes, and it'll highlight the co-op modes. Like you know how in PvEs. Like how that one game where they go pew pew, the Sony one that's on Steam, I forgot what it's called, Starfield or some bullshit, not Starfield, Star Troopers, I think, or some shit. Because I think more people, we need more PvEs. We need more PvE games, you know. And even if you do say, oh, you guys, all of us, we'll play. I call it boss versus minions or some bullshit. You pick Kazuya, and everybody picks their custom character because you're just that much better, and you're gonna lose, right? Because it's 10 versus 1. That's the message that a group will always be the one, and we see this all the time. The villain is always way better than the main character. Why does the main character win? The power of friendship, and we're gonna have that literally right there. I don't care that you're Daigo or me doing Electric Wing God Fist command grabs. You're gonna lose to 10 people jumping on you, even if they all suck and only press square. That's 10
Jump
people,
jutsu.
dog.
Yep, jump jutsu. Yep.
Yeah, but you guys say, and I think it's a good message that we all need. Like the sweats and the normies need to shake hands and be like, we need each other. I think that's something we really fucking need. You know, because we could sit here and do ya all we want, but if we're saying, oh, why does no one play Tekken? Why did Street Fighter get like, yeah, because it has an action offline mode. Because at the end of the day, people want to play games to have fun. You gotta essentiate the ego first, you know, and that's what the first part of the campaign is. But at the same time, once you beat it, you gotta realize it's like, oh no, homie, you ain't shit. This is just to make you feel good. And again, that's the thing. You gotta get them. Like, every game does this. They get you this little taste and this fake power, and then here, we're just gonna endlessly give you here XP, and then that's what the message is. Like, oh, you can keep doing this all you want. You're never gonna get actually stronger. If you want to actually get stronger, you have to sit down, pick a real fucking character. Don't just pick Dumb Zhao Yu. X circle go per. No, you gotta sit here and be
All right,
you
guys,
know?
I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, he missed the whole thing about the game, so he's gonna have to read it again. But
No. I'll just listen to it later.
Exactly.
I went to use the restroom and then I cooked up some Panda Express.
But trust me, Jay. Balancing is a thing that I'm really super focused. So don't worry. Like, I mean, there's balancing in the sense where there won't be infinites, right? Nothing broken, and it's more focused on the enemies. Like, how can I sit here like when you say you're facing that skeleton enemy, there'll be one where you face like, and it'll be enemy design, right? The big enemy design. I follow it. You'll never have more than 7. That's the golden number, by the way. So you'll have one that's okay, super fast, and he always goes for low. So you know when it's this enemy, oh, block low, or oh, you know what? I just learned a new move. It's called an orbital heal. Let me use my orbital heal. Or say you're using the wizard girl. You're like, he likes to go for lows a lot. I can set a spell that always will have block lows, and so even if they go through you, oh, you know you're fine because you got a block low fucking spell or some bullshit. Or, you know, okay, they're weak to this. So, you know what I'm saying? There's things that are actually engaging. Like, there will never be just one answer. Because that's how real fighting games are. Okay, someone's spamming fireballs. There are 100 ways to solve that. You can either walk up, block, punish. You can jump. You can do a fireball of your own and out fireball them, or you can, armor through it. You can parry it. You can armor through it. You can also just backdash, jump over some bullshit. You can, like I said, walk up, block, hit. Like, there are multiple options, right, to actually solve it. And I don't think enough games do that. Like I said, we're doing the Zelda approach. You get your sword, solve a puzzle, and then, like I said, it will always slowly be introduced. That's why I feel like arcade, okay, here's how to cross counter. But do you have an entire segment dedicated to that? No, you don't. And you have to have fun. And the funny thing is, basically what I'm saying is this giant dungeon is a giant-ass tutorial. But disguised as a game. And that's what Zelda is, like I said before. Zelda is like Dungeons & Dragons for kids. Dark Souls is Dungeons & Dragons for intermediate. Dragon's Dogma is Dungeons & Dragons for men. It's in that process. You're a little baby, I'm Zelda, and then you're like, oh, I'm cool. And then you play Dark Souls because Dark Souls. Then you go to Dogma, bitch. You get smacked across the screen. I'll Dragon Ball. You get through the wall, and it's like, this is a man's RPG. Get good. People think, and this is a funny thing I've said it again, and I'll never stop saying it. Everyone thinks Dark Souls is hard. It's not easy, but it's not hard. It's meant to be beaten. Actual hard games don't want you to beat them. That's why I love arcade players who are like, Dark Souls, man, that's for bitches. Have you even heard of Black Motherfucking Dragon? It's like, what's that? It's a Capcom game. It's just like, to me, I see This is why I don't like modern Capcom. Modern Capcom, to me, is dead because it just cares too much about being easy. Like, that's not the spirit of Capcom. Capcom is notorious for having hard fucking games, bro. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get into that whole debate thing. But again, this one's like, no, we're starting baby. Like, here you go. Here's your Zelda. We're starting with Zelda first. Then after 2 games, we'll go to Dark Souls. Then after 3, then we're going to Dogma. Then after Dogma, we're going to Street Fighter. Because, Electric Wing Graphics ain't easy, baby. But yeah, trust me, the concerns you have, trust me, don't worry. And again, there's going to be a lot of playtesting. Another thing is I got to stress is playtesting. Because in theory, there's a good developer to develop DFG's toolkit, and he talks about the puzzle might be easy for you to solve, but is it as intuitive and very clear for the other person, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to make it hard. I'm trying to make it as easy and intuitive as possible. That's why another fun thing when I'm doing with the combat, when you do PvP, there's going to be color coded, right? If something's like red, then that's like an unblockable, right? It'll start at the enemy.
Yellow paint over here.
Not that level of stupid, right? And then when you're blocking, it'll show, like, if it's white, it shows that it's fine, right? It's their advantage, right? And even in the same thing is it'll be a tutorial or something. But I hate things where it just throws text at you. But when you're playing the dungeon, you notice every time. Like, they say it gets a skeleton, they have no muscle. When they do their move, it shows like a giant red. That means, it's my turn. That's punishable as fuck. But if it's like light, okay, it's like neutral. And then the green is like, I'll figure out what the color, because again, colors actually do matter. And I'm also going to make it very colorblind friendly. So I'm first doing it in black and white. So there's like, if it's like if it's a dark color, then okay, that's negative. If it's super light, then it's plus. That's the way I'm going. And again, it'll be colors for us people. So you can say dark red, negative. That's punishable. Bright white, plus as fuck, and that I don't, what I'm saying, it's something intuitive that people can understand. Like, it's easy. And me, I don't have to sit here and teach people like, that's punishable, that's negative. The game inherently already taught you. After playing an hour of just the dungeon, you already know red means, it's my fucking turn. On the blocks on, the little bunk, from SF5. SF5 was a good start, right? It goes big and whatever, but I think color coordination is a good step to help nooblets. To help, inherently teach them about frame data outside of just really good animations. Because sometimes people, like I said, the shoulder thing. Remember, Jay? You thought the shoulder was fucking plus? Am I not wrong? I think you muted. But for those who know, Jay literally thought shoulders were plus in Tekken.
Why are you calling him out like that? No, I'm just kidding.
No, because the funny thing is, in real life, they are plus. Imagine if a whole person is shoving their entire body to you. Yeah, you're gonna get pushed back. You can't retaliate. But Tekken is too focused on game logic that it's like, no, it's punishable. So mind you, the way we're doing our frame data is more to real life. So the colors are there to help, but usually you who are professional fighters won't need it because you'll be like, oh yeah, that's negative as fuck. I don't have to tell you. You actually do real fighting to know that an entire shoulder. But how do we balance it? We have a stamina system. Yeah, it's 13 frames, but homie, that's a lot of stamina you're wasting. And we can all agree that someone running at you full force with a shoulder, yeah, they're gonna get a bit winded afterwards. They might be plus, it might be fast, but in the long term, if they keep spamming that, homie, they're not gonna have enough energy or strength to throw even a jab at that point.
And they might be vile.
So look at that. We're having actual frame moves that make sense. So let that sink in. We're having it to the point where even if I get rid of the color coordinate, I'm gonna test this. That again, so right now, all of you in here are gonna test the game. I'm gonna have you guys. There's gonna be punishable. It's gonna be like a trial. Right? Punish all these moves. The first one's gonna be a shoulder. I hope to God all of you will look at that and be like, I'm gonna respect that. Because logically, you look at someone going, huh, with their whole shoulder, like, I'm not testing that shit. See, and then there you go. That's how you know I did good stuff. That I don't have to tell you. No one has to give you numbers. That oh man. Because in Tekken, someone has to tell you, oh, that's punishable. If not, you would have never tried. I think that's already bad animation design. But on top of that, with the game, so you know what I'm saying? I want a good core foundation where you don't even need the colors. The colors are a bonus for people who just might not get it. You know, so that's like a foolproof way, right? It's simple. But by the way, this will only apply to low level. When you actually play like ranked, for example, that shit's gone. The color coding is gone, 100%. Now you have to actually know the frame data. So just not to be too baby. Like I said, I know how to moderate our modern controls in a sense, right? While still preserving what makes fighting games important, right? Like at the end of the day, I'll say this much: 90%.
You adding color coding is like beneficial for people that are deaf, so then therefore they could see what's coming.
Blind but colorblind.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. That's part of it too. And again, animations should be able to help, but again, it's I could just see some people just think different, right?
No, not blind.
It's at the end of the day, let's be real.
I can't hear that.
At the end of the day, for as much as all of us here know that a shoulder would 100% plus in real life, there are people who would never think of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's some people who don't understand fighting and never will.
I think it's because they've never been hit with a Urian.
True, yeah. But regardless, the color coordination is there for those who just might not get it, right? But the fact is, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being lazy. I'm not relying on the color coordination as a crutch to have shitty animations, you know? Because someone could just actually pay attention. And imagine if someone does an animation and it looks negative as fucking, you try to punish it, and you forgot to look at the colors, you know? So it's good to have animations along with good color coordination, right? But yeah, so that's the whole thing about that. Man, I went off too much on the game, I feel, a little bit. But whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoy that TED Talk of my game stuff. And again, like I said, the thing is I can't stress enough is a lot of this is going to get tested from high to low to mid-level players. Because at the end of the day, I could say all this, and maybe I could do it a certain way, but then in practice, like I said, let's say I do it theoretically good. Okay, here's the shoulder, and here's the red. But somehow people keep pressing buttons. I got to figure out what the problem is. And that's the thing that's very important about it. Maybe it could be like, oh, this color code of red is wrong. Or actually, you know what? Maybe the startup animation is wrong. There could always be something, like, you know, in theory, something can be right, but you could just mess something up. You know? And I guess there's a great developer thing that showed a dude that people were having problems with something, like he was able to do it because the thing is, when you're making the game, you know exactly what your intention is. The person playing does not. You know, how clear is the intention? Like, good example, like in some games, oh, is there a lot of ammo? Is there red barrels? Maybe I should shoot the boss at this red. You know, some of them are just too brain dead obvious, but I'm not going to the point where, look at this yellow paint here. Oh, look at all this ammo. You put a giant circle, and then, oh my God, look at this giant. And then there's a person yelling, hey, Kratos, you should shoot that barrel. It'll blow up. You know, no, that's stupid. That's too hand-holdy. I want subtle hand-holding. Like I said, the Zelda approach, where it's like, it's nice and like the game's not screaming at you, and it's like, oh, look at this. This is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like actual fucking game design and not just a bunch of wall attacks too. That's the worst. Anyways, that's my whole thing on that.
So ways no trust is left is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Might as well speed up. Open the legs, I might as well beat up. Yeah, love the money, I never could get enough. I'm in your head, I might as well call you bluff. You're not as hot as me, I got the heat though. No, talking down on me, you still beneath. No, I know it's hard to believe I play for keeps though. Yeah, up past that tree, we can't disagree. She get on her knees, she got a degree. Swimming 7 seas, but I'm still floating though.